We're here at the Clutch Alliance at the PRI show in Orlando, Florida with Fidanza and Zoom, and we're here to find out all about the latest from Zoom, the ZVT. Now it's purple and it's got a lot of clamp load, but there's a lot more to it, isn't there, Jeff?
Yeah, there definitely is, Bucko. ZVT is basically a derivative of what was designed for the drag racing applications. And what they do is they have what we call ZVT, which is Zoom Variable Torque. And what it does is it utilizes centrifugal force to generate the downward force on the outside edge of the pressure plate. That's where the highest and greatest impact of an increased clamp load will result in the ability to handle the types of powers that are available today. It originally was designed to work with the diesel truck market because you've got, in the diesel applications, you have the ability to produce a lot of torque at a very low RPM. To handle that power, typically to increase your clamp load is to increase the spring load, which creates a very heavy pedal pressure, which isn't very drivable. So the ZVT utilizes the centrifugal force to have a very stock-like feel on the pedal effort, but as the RPM increases, it increases the downward force of the pressure plate, starting at about 1500 RPM and maximizing out at about 3500 RPM. You'll actually increase the clamp load by 25 to 30%. So you can take a pedal effort or a spring clamp load of about 2200 RPM, and by 3500 RPM you have effectively increased that to about 3,000 pounds of pressure.
Now this benefits the consumer cost-wise, doesn't it, compared to some of the other clutches out there when you're talking about clamp loads like this?
Yes, it definitely does. Typically, to handle the kind of power that this will handle, and this will be somewhere in the neighborhood of, say, 500 to 700, 750 foot-pounds of torque, and in some cases even more. Typically, to do that, you have to have either a very, very expensive material, or a lot of people are coming out with the Street Twins. The ZVT has been designed to use the traditionally designed single disc clutch that has been around for 100 years and use that at a cost that's going to be probably 30% of what some of these exotic multi-disc clutches cost out there today.
What kind of applications is the ZVT good for?
Okay, it is available for your diesel and gas trucks, the domestic market, but we have also introduced here at the show the Mustangs. So we've got a lot from the 2010 back into a lot of the later model Mustangs. And we also are working on right now, and should have very soon, LS applications that we'll be able to bring to the market. Well,
it looks fantastic. It obviously delivers. What does this mean for single disc clutch design across the board?
Well, you know, using this single disc design, which has been around, like I said, for probably 100 years, this is really the first revolutionary change that works. There have been efforts to improve on the design of a single disc, but with the abilities to create horsepower and torque today, those have been rather ineffective. What we have found is that with this design, clamping on the outside edge of the pressure plate, that we've actually revolutionized that single disc technology in a way that will handle today's power.
Excellent, thanks Jeff. It's definitely worth checking out. Check out the ZVT at zoomperformance.com.